That's Jalen Martinez, aka the Suburban Grower, and I just wanted to show you guys why it's very important to choose a soil type that is very, very well draining. And what well draining means is the water easily escapes and it gets a chance to dry out and aerate. What you have right here is a cheap soil that I bought, and it really consists of wood, but anytime you buy soil and you can come behind and, as gross as this may sound, smell it, and it smells stinky to be nice, you really didn't choose a good soil. And I had to repot a lot of my plants behind this. This soil, as you can see, is very, 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 very compact, very moist, and it has a lot of organic matter in it. And what happens when you can smell that stuff is the soil itself hasn't decomposed correctly, which can cause issues for your trees. Right here I have a very small banana plant that was thriving in this stuff, but this is a better mixture. You can see how dry that stuff is, and as weird as it is to say that I have dry and wet soil in the same hand, I really do. But what I wanted to do is go ahead and repot this plant. I just pulled it out. You know what? For the sake of the video, it was sitting in this. You can see what has started to happen with these roots. They're turning black, and this one, they're kind of decaying and they're really brittle. But just wanted to show you guys that portion, because these banana plants, they love water, but loving too much of anything always comes at a cost to something. So this tree loves water, but when it boils down to it, if you choose a bad soil medium, this tree will never get a chance. Look at those eggshells that are continually breaking down. But it's a bad combination when you don't have really good soil. And this is Miracle-Gro Potting Mix. Go ahead and spend a little bit more extra money so that you don't have to keep chasing yourself with bad soil. I promise you guys, as much as it looks like I have things figured out, there are always some things that I have dull moments on. And I wanted to show you some of my failures so that we can all succeed. It doesn't matter what it is that you learn, always. It's almost like playing football or basketball. You can always continue your game. You can always do better, because what'll happen is, if I would have let this tree continue to grow, and yes, this is classified as a tree, in that bad mix, what would have eventually happened is this tree would have had root rot. And I'm sitting here talking with the camera in my face. This tree would have had root rot, and there would have absolutely been nothing I could have done to save it. But I know you guys see these browning leaves. That is totally normal for these trees, because what keeps happening is they replenish themselves in the middle. So you're always gonna have situations where you don't quite understand something, but what you learn on the back end from your mistakes always ends up helping you going forward. So don't ever think that you're a failure because you do something. Like, perfect example, I could have lost both of these trees planting them in the middle of the summer, and I took a chance and I was successful. The way that I know that I'm successful is because this tree is growing more leaves. It was scorching for about a good 3 weeks before it rained. So this tree was trying to pretty much give up. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but the foliage is very, very green, but it was yellow before, and the same was for this one. But what I did was, I was like, okay, if the tree is losing moisture, why don't I do something to combat that? So what I did was I took grass clippings, which are phenomenal in nitrogen. I can't dump them on my trees in the front because those weeds will spread. I don't know if you can see my neighbor's yard, but they have a lot of weeds or whatever. So I couldn't put it in my front yard because I don't want my grass to look horrible. But anyway, I went ahead and watered this stuff down, and if I lift this stuff up, you'll really be able to see how much moisture is being retained. Look in there. I know that looks dry, but that's just a little Jesus, that's a little mold. You can see them coming out of there. But yeah, what I do is I just wet it up real good, and it's something I had to learn, you know. So don't ever beat yourself up for learning. You're gonna learn, you're gonna have some failures, you're gonna have some mistakes, but when it's all said and done, if you continue to do your research, sometimes I lay down and I look at videos on YouTube from things that people have done, and I compare and contrast to the things that I've done. And 9 times out of 10, I end up learning from something that somebody else has had to go through so that I don't have to go through. Just like this soil mixture that's laid out right here, this mess, I had to learn, you know, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I was just wanting to give you guys a quick video on soil medium. Before it's all said and done, most likely I will repot or replant another one of my citrus trees, most likely coming into the fall. And what that'll do is give that tree what it needs to go through the wintertime. I'm gonna actually overwinter my trees and put them in the garage. My citrus trees, I just realized I had this air conditioning unit in you guys' ears. I apologize, but it just makes super good sense to continue to put what you know into place. So like I said, you guys, I'm not going to be on here long, but I just wanted you guys to know that just like anything for us, whether that be doing your research, studying up on the things that you like, it's the same sense for the trees. They need us to take care of them, so I need to do what I need to take care of each and every individual tree. So all right, you guys, it's a Suburban Grower. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I went ahead and did 2 videos in a day because there has been some lackage from me, but I'm gonna try every week and a half to 2 to have something different to show you guys. I want to say I'm gonna start doing videos on pH, because every tree needs a certain pH in the soil, and I'm gonna show you how to get there. But all right, you guys have a blessed one, and let's grow together. All right.